Hello music creators, Mike here, and oh my lord, Damage 2 is here and it is incredible! In this video I will show you some examples I created with Damage 2 as well as my favorite aspects of this new epic percussion library by Heaviosity. So let's dive in right now. Let's start with the most important part, which is the sound. So first I will play a sound demo with various examples I created with Damage 2, and I will be quiet while I demonstrate this so you can truly listen to the amazing sound of Damage 2. Now you could spend hours or days even to explore all the various aspects and sounds of this amazing percussion library, but I will show you my own personal top list of my favorite aspects of Damage 2. Let's check it out. 1. Amazing sound. So not only can you do very natural and soft sounding percussion like, because they include lots of dynamics and round robins, but you can really get the most of your performances and easily add accents. And shape your performance. I find it perfect, the dynamic mix here, because there's no abrupt changes in volume. It's just a super smooth dynamic curve for your performance. So of course it includes the damaged hybrid super epic sounds, but you can also do organic taikos and so on that are more cinematic, orchestral and sounding more natural. So that is what I mean by amazing sound, from more dynamic and natural orchestral sound to full-on epic hybrid percussion. The next favorite aspect here, number 2, is preset snapshots, because I have to be honest, I don't like browsing for presets inside the Kontakt library. I love it when they include here snapshots. And as you can see, we have all-star presets. We have all of these categorized in folders. So this one is Armageddon 2. We can change it to, let's say, big screen ensemble, and we get a different set of sounds here. And you can go through these are the monster ensembles, organic. As I said, you can get more organic, let's say, ensemble toms here. Right, and so on. So all categorized neatly in folders and lots of different presets. Of course, you can create your own snapshots if you want to. Let's go back to all-star preset. Let's do the Armageddon 2. My third favorite aspect is the source mapping. So you can see this here in the source page, meaning that I have the Armageddon 2 ensemble right here. So you can see them here from the low percussion mapped out here. Next octave, so C2, C3, is the mid percussion mapped out, and then the more high-end percussion up here. But you don't have to use it as is. You can shape it as you want to, your own ensemble. So, for example, let's say you want to change that one here. Well, you can go to, let's say, a hybrid. Let's turn on auto. This one here, and then map it over here. Just drag and drop right there. So now you have, but here we got this. And by the way, you can also see what the mappings are here. If I play a note, here's the Ensemble Monster Low Bass Blast. Ensemble Monster Low Bass Blast. Okay, so these are the same. And then here, low war drums. And then this plastic deeds. So you can map it as you wish. Really great to create your own ones. You can create your favorites. Save your own here. So you have the bank here, and you can also sort here with different kit pieces. Right, so that is the source mappings. Then my fourth favorite aspect of this stage, probably one of my, this might be my favorite aspect of all in the entire interface, because look, when I play a drum here, this is now mapped in the stage designer right here. So I can drag it out from the middle, back in the mix, to the left, to the right, or more to the front. And this is far more enjoyable than turning lots of knobs of closed room hall mics and so on, because you can really shape your mix per drum. Map them out. And you can also use this slider to shape everything. You can condense it to more to the front, so you have a mix, and then let's say everything is like so, more in the mid to back. Well, shape it like this, so you condense it to the front. Or vice versa, remove the front sound by pushing it to the back. So you have the left-right feel and the depth front to back feel here. Of course, you can also go in and shape the mix of the different microphones like so. My fifth favorite aspect is the performance mode. So if we go back to the source here, here we have mapped the Ensemble Monster Low Bass Blast. Now, if you go to settings here, so actually, this is actually my sixth favorite aspect as well, this entire settings per drum controls here. But let's check out this. If you activate the performance control, so let's say you want the C2 here to be the natural drum here for this source here. Well, let's say this one, you want to add a performance. Just activate the performance here, and you can choose crescendo, swell, flam, roll, or repeat. So flam is that double type of stick hit. Swell, well, crescendo. Let's see if, okay, so it doesn't shape with the mod wheel. You should shape it here with the length. Okay, so crescendo, of course. Rate. Here, and amount. Oh, so the amount for the crescendo. Yeah, now you hear it. And this can be amazing, because then you get a very natural sounding crescendo, swell, roll, or so on. You can use, instead of trying to perform them by hand here manually in the sequencer. So you can, or repeat. So you can have, let's say, this is 16 notes, 4 notes here, accent on the up beat or the down beat, amount. No loop, so ba-da-ba-dum, bam, 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 ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum. I mean, this engine, the performance engine, I have no idea why no other developer have done a thing like this. This is amazing. You can do a roll. Okay, so this is bass. Let's do a mod wheel. Let's try that one. Yeah, so mod wheel here, or CC1. Let's see if I can, yeah, the rate here. Let's move that up. Let's try it again. Okay, so a bit too machine gun in here. Let's dial it back. Oh, you can also right-click and learn media automation, so you can shape, for example, a curve of the speed of the roll. A bit. I mean, with low percussion, you shouldn't really go too fast. Let's see, with the roll, could I map it to, let's see, random, let's see the timing here, and the velocity. Okay, so I'm not sure, whoops, if I can actually sync it to a beat, as you can with the repeat. So I guess the repeat, let's see. Let's do the repeat again. What did I do? Up. Like that. Yeah. Timing. Let's do... Okay, so let's do the modulation. Alright, so that is the performance engine. I think repeat and crescendo are my favorites here, but you can do whatever you like. You can shape it as you wish, the length, the amount of notes here, and so on. Alright, so let's get to my sixth favorite aspect, which is the per drum controls, because, I mean, let's remove the performance engine. I would have liked that. I don't know if it's possible, but if I right click on this performance, I cannot activate with the key switch or automation. I would have loved to have still the drum here that activated the performance here, some of these with a key switch or MIDI CC or something. If that's available, if someone knows it, please write it in the comment below. But anyway, so let's say you have this, and that you want to make that more of a punch sound, like an accent. Well, you can go with the per drum controls here. This is really great. So this is only controlling this drum here, this mapped key here, which is, if you go to the source here, plastic deeds, okay? So then you can reduce the decay. You can shape the tone low, tone high. So let's say, make it like crispy. Tune it, let's say, tune it up a bit. No, I don't like that. Go down, let's see. Like that, and then let's see if we can shape it. Check. And then perhaps the volume is too high. Yeah, you can pretty much do whatever you want there. So as you can see, you see the mapping here, the key and the instrument. Right? Let's see, you can perhaps push it more in the back or through the front like this. So that is super punchy now. So that's my sixth favorite aspect, the per drum controls. And let's see. Yeah, the final thing is the master effects, because let's see. Here, I mean, it's the signal chain here. You can add, you can move it around and do things like drive. This is the entire effect output. So the entire kit, basically. But what I love about this is you can actually deactivate the classic punish knob here. And I mean, listen to the difference. So, compared to you. And they have 3 different modes now for the saturation, compression, you know, the punishing epic hybrid aspect. So gently now, hurt me plenty, and nightmare. So now without anything, you can get... Let's do the low drums only. With gentle now in the middle of the punish knob. Hurt me plenty. Right? And nightmare. I mean, this is so processed. And you can, of course, control how much of it. So nothing. Or max. Let's do it max, just to see what it sounds like. Like an explosion. And this is pretty much obvious here, so you can change level, the drive, the mix, the EQ mix, and reverb mix, and all this stuff in the signal chain on the output. I personally, I often start with this in the middle and on the gently now, which I think is the perfect mix or balance between the dynamic, natural, cinematic sound and the processed epic sound. So those are my favorite aspects of Damage 2, and I know for sure after having played with this now for a while that this will be one of my favorite and most used percussion libraries for cinematic and orchestral music for many years. Damage 1 I still have used to this day for like 9 years or so whenever it came out. And this is even better, higher quality, better workflow, more customizability, flexibility, and more sound sources, dynamic levels, everything. It's a huge, epic percussion library that basically can be your go-to percussion library for all types of cinematic and orchestral music. Now choose which video you are going to watch next, or you can check out the amazing bonuses in the video description.